The site originally designated as Mount Sinai on traditional maps is located in the Sinai Peninsula, as you will observe in this map from a recent edition of the New King James Version of the Bible. This map shows what was believed the route the Hebrews took when exiting Egypt. The mountain at the lower center of the peninsula is labeled Mount Sinai Horeb. It was presumed the Israelites crossed the Red Sea in a marshy area called the Bitter Lakes north of the Red Sea, but the Bible calls the body of water that God parted as a mighty sea. David Rohl had convincingly written about a new chronological timeline for Egyptian history, but still used a similar map in his book Pharaohs and Kings, 1996. Through explorations and observations of such people as Ron Wyatt, Robert Cornuke, Larry Williams, Leonard Miller, Jim and Penny Caldwell, and Jonathan Gray, whose work I urge you to consider, have led to the theory that Mount Sinai is instead located in northwest Saudi Arabia, east of the Gulf of Aqaba, in what is called Midian. In this scenario, the Hebrews crossed the wilderness of Sinai and then were led by the pillar of the Lord southeasterly through the wadis to Nuweiba, on the Egyptian side of Aqaba, an arm of the Red Sea. Nuweiba Beach is large and could have easily contained the Hebrews. Ron Wyatt had found a Phoenician-style pillar lying near the water's edge and reported this to Israeli soldiers who brought it inland and mounted it in concrete. The inscription could no longer be read, but Ron had found a similar marker on the Saudi side with an inscription that associated the monument with King Solomon marking the crossing sites. I was easily able to locate and label the pillar on Google Earth. Suggested crossing sites in the past may have been chosen because of the shallowness of water in an attempt to harmonize the miraculous with an explainable natural cause. Even at Nuweiba, there appears to be natural occurring ridge of high ocean bottom that stretches between Nuweiba and the Arabian shore. Of course, God could have parted any depth, but people would have not been able to climb up and down steep declines and inclines of thousands of feet. Nuweiba's seabed inclines and inclines at 6%, while the water on each side of this ridge is up to 5,000 feet deep. As you can see from the photos looking north and south, the Hebrews would have had a sense of being trapped at this beach with Pharaoh's army in pursuit through the wadi. Many relics have been found in this area of the Red Sea between the beaches, including what appears to be coral formations in the shape of chariots and wheels. The pillar on the Saudi side was apparently removed by the Saudis, but the base of the pillar is in place and labeled. From the Saudi beach to the mountain of almonds, Jabal Alaz, it is approximately 30 to 35 miles as the crow flies. Observers recorded the various possible sites of the events narrated in the Bible, and I urge you to watch their videos and read their books for further information. One site, for example, is the split rock where Moses was commanded to hit a rock with his rod. This particular formation is 50 to 60 feet tall and shows heavy water markings. Note the similarities to these various rock formations in the USA. Other geological formations in the Jabal area do not show water weathering. Many of the areas have been fenced off by the Saudis, as shown in this possible altar site. Note the petroglyph of a bull. Finally, here is the plain below the mountain where the Hebrews may have camped while Moses climbed the mountain. Note the blackened peak in the far upper left. The highest peak is the mountain of almonds, Jabal Alaz, black-capped in a thin layer of material believed to be caused by the fire from God descending on the mountaintop. This indeed appears to be the best candidate for the historical Mount Sinai.